Hello everyone, welcome to Hyperfixate, the place where people come to talk about the comics we love. God, I need an intro for this channel. I'm so used to saying the geekdom one. Anyway, welcome to another day in the life here on the Hyperfixate channel. We are just going to mill about. We're going to go to the comic book store. We're going to read some books from last week. Obviously, we've got to start off with Miles Morales, the new book. We've got a couple of Kane-focused books to be reading today. There is a comic book store that is only open on specific days near me, and it is just full to the brim with vintage comic books. So you best believe we're going there right away today, and I can't wait to be able to finally take you guys, because I never seem to have my camera on me whenever I go there, but today's finally the day that we can do that. But first, we have to tap in to Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Okay, having to wait to read this has been an absolute killer, so we are finally getting to tap in. Look at that beautiful Simone DeMeo cover. This is going to be just such an unbelievable read. I've heard great things from people. I've heard that it's very much an issue that sort of like gets you back into where Miles is at the minute, and I, for one, have not been reading Miles books in, I don't know if I've read a Miles book in years, so I kind of need to know where he's at, so this sounds like the perfect place for me to be jumping on. Let's give it a whirl. I was going to do my it's going to be peak thing. It actually does look peak. Immediately the art looks sick. Okay, I'm actually going to tap into this. Okay, so I've just finished reading Miles Morales, Spider-Man #1. I loved this. I absolutely loved it. I don't read Miles books a lot, but it's a character that I love. I mean, the Spider-Verse films are my favorite films of all time, and whenever I read him in books where he appears, I just love them, but I never sit down and take the time to read any of his books, and this was awesome. I'm going to give this an actual 10 out of 10. I really, really like this. It immediately caught me up to speed. It's written really well for new readers. If you want to get into a Spider-Man book, this is the one for you. And I'm going to say this right now, it's exactly what I want Amazing Spider-Man to be. I want the sort of, it's so down to earth. It's like, oh, I love it. It brings the friendly neighborhood vibes back. Whereas the issue of Amazing Spider-Man I read a couple of, like last week for last week's main channel vlog, it was just not very down to earth, which is the Spider-Man I love. This is probably going to be my new Spider-Man book. I'm definitely going to keep picking this up. This is absolutely awesome. The interior art is fantastic. The writing is great. Love this. So many great new characters. The actual new character designs of each piece. I'm just going to show you the opening page. Like you can see Miles there. The character designs are fantastic. What an awesome, awesome book. 10 out of 10. Super excited for next month's issue. Okay, with that being read, we're going to head off to the city now. We're going to go to these amazing comic book stores. I can finally take you to my vintage comic book stop. I never get to take you guys to, so I'm really excited. Let's head there. All right, now. This is what the latest issue of X-Men 97 is based on, which is pretty cool. God, I want that. I just want it for the Harumi. That's sick. One of these days, you know, one of these days we're gonna get it for a video. I'm gonna actually build it because it's so sick. I mean, just for the Master of Earth alone, it's bad, and we all know it is. Like, that's just. I mean, what? It's just a grey slab, man. And speaking of grey slabs, I mean, Jesus. Scorpion minifig is pretty cool, though. I mean, I'm gonna have to track her down, because now that I've got some of the Elemental Masters, I want the rest. That is so cool. I think the Ice one came in Lloyd's Titan mech, and I really want that. Kane, if you're watching this, and I know you probably are, I'm copping it today. We're getting Absolute Aquaman, so I can finally read it and finally understand what the heck you're talking about. Okay, folks, I've officially betrayed my morals, and I've purchased an Aquaman book. And it's purely because Kane talks about it all the time. He says this is the best book on shelves right now. And I want to read it so I have concrete proof to tell him why it's not, basically. I've never read an Aquaman book in my life, though, so it could change my life. You never know. genuinely could have pulled about 50 books in here, but I'm really trying to be good. I know they got some discount trades, so I may do that, get some more bang for my buck. But look at this, the Andrew Marvel Legends. You guys know how I feel about Andrew Garfield. I am having to have some insane lantern level willpower today. And we're back from the comic book store. We only got one measly little pickup today, but it was Emperor Aquaman number 15, the first actual beginning of the Emperor Aquaman storyline. So Kane, I am finally locking in. This is just for you. We're gonna go and read this right now. Problem is, this book is now in competition with Miles Morales, which I just love. So it's got big shoes to fill today. I have never in my life read a single Aquaman book. I've read him in Justice League and stuff like that. Never read Aquaman. I mean, I've flicked it open. I'm not going to read it, but like, the art looks awesome. So, hey, it might be absolute cinema. And if a single Aqua lad shows up in any of these books, you best believe I'm going to be excited. Okay, so I've just read Emperor Aquaman number 15. I have no idea, because I know nothing about Aquaman. Like, it's not a character that I've ever been obsessed with or anything like that. Even when I was, like, watching Young Justice, for example, I'm an Aqualad guy. So, like, there's a lot here that I don't know the lore about. So, like, Mera's mother and stuff like that, I'm a little bit behind on, and I'm sure I can definitely catch up. But I will say, I think it's really cool. Like, coming off the back of DCKO, I mean, the artwork in this book is genuinely insane. I know this is going to sound obvious because it's an Aquaman book, but the way that they use, like, the color blue and stuff like that, and the way it contrasts the orange is just wild. The way they use color and, like, rendering in this is just crazy. Who's the artist? Timms. Let's have a gander, shall we? It's by John Timms, Jeremy Adams. I love this. I think this was really, really cool. I don't think it's, like, obviously we've read Miles today, which I thought was a 10. I don't think it was a 10 by any means. I'd maybe give it like a 7 or an 8. I think a lot of points are coming from the coloring and the art, to be fair. I will try and, I know they have a few in my local Forbidden Planet, in my LCS, so I might go and try and pick up the subsequent issues and just kind of keep this going, because it's kind of intriguing to me and I would like to get into a new character. So yeah, I would recommend Emperor Aquaman, and I think there's plenty more to come from that. Well everyone, that kind of wraps it up for today. It's just been a bit of a chill one, bit of a day in the life here, reading some comics, talking about books. I love doing that sort of thing. So if you're enjoying them, please do hit some buttons down below. That goes an incredibly long way. Let me know what you're reading at the minute. Have you tapped into the new Miles Morales? Are you reading Emperor Aquaman? It would be great to know what you guys are up to at the minute. That would be so fantastic. And obviously while you're down there, hit the subscribe. We're on a relatively new channel, so please do show it some love. You guys are awesome. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.